All right, today we're going to Las Vegas, to the home of my dear friend, Jeremy Lafayette.
Hello, sir. Smash the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel.
Jeremy is one of the biggest finance creators on YouTube.
Holy smokers, that ain't no dang. Tesla my Tesla. AMD.
He started out working at Walgreens.
15 years ago, I was working for $8.75 an hour, photo department at Walgreens.
And today he's become a multi-millionaire through stocks,
Tesla, right? We've been able to 5x, 6x our money in 2 years on that stock.
business, and of course, YouTube.
Now I'm fortunate to have 5 silver play buttons.
Tell me how you got here and how does it feel to have this lifestyle? I've known Jeremy for almost 5 years, and his friendship and his work have made a big impact on my life. Thank you, you're doing God's work. I always tell you.
I appreciate it.
I really mean it. We checked out his cars,
Oh, this is my Ferrari Roma. First ever Ferrari I have ever bought.
saw how he lives,
This is our living room here.
and asked him his top 5 favorite stocks to invest in.
I would say controversial one right now, it's a hated stock, is
Those are good picks.
Yes.
Those are very good picks. This was a fun tour, so let's go meet Jeremy. Jeremy,
Hello, sir.
how's it going?
You've made it all the way to Las Vegas. I
I
appreciate
know.
you.
I'm beyond excited. First off, thank you for opening the doors of your home to us. And you're actually putting this home on a market soon.
Correct. Yes.
And then you're moving to a new home,
Which is already built.
which is already built, and you're just finishing it up.
Yep.
So I'm excited that we're getting a chance to document this moment.
Yes.
Show the place that you lived for
5 years now.
5 years you lived here.
Correct.
Well, first off, where are we?
We are in Summerlin, Nevada right now, which is kind of a suburb of Las Vegas. It's got its own HOA and a beautiful, beautiful community. You'll always know when you're here because all the vegetation looks nice, all the plants, all the trees. Yes.
What made you choose this neighborhood?
This neighborhood was actually getting built prior to COVID. And I came in here, looked at it, it was beautiful, and then COVID happened. And so I came over here. These were the model homes back then.
Okay.
And I came and started negotiating in April of 2020. This is like peak COVID
Peak
times.
COVID.
Yes. And I started negotiating on price and lot and whatnot. And next thing you know, I ended up signing this contract in May of 2020. And built in 2021, and we moved in. It's been here 5 years now.
Have you enjoyed living here?
100%, yes. Beautiful. We're very close to Bishop Gorman, which is one of the best football high schools in the whole United States.
Okay.
And also just a great community, very safe, guard gated, and absolutely love it. So
What's the asking price?
$3.2 million,
And what are the specs?
4,100 square feet, 4 bedrooms.
Well, you have a spacious driveway here.
Yes.
We also ask you to pull out your Ferrari Roma.
Yes, first ever Ferrari I have ever bought, and I absolutely love it. The thing I will say about this car, it is too fast, in my opinion. Those wheels in the back, woo, they'll get spinning. Let's just call it that. Before this, I've driven nothing but Teslas.
Okay.
So electric cars for the longest time, and so finally to
Big
get
Tesla
that.
supporter too, by the way. We'll talk about
Yes. Tesla my Tesla. And so to finally have something with some power behind it.
Some Italian power?
Yes, some Italian power, but you can hear it.
Yes.
Teslas have power, but you can't hear it. It just, whoo, you just go.
You know what? I've never driven a Roma, and you asked me to pull it out of the garage. It actually sounds pretty good. And I know these newer Ferraris are a lot more practical.
Yes.
They're reliable. They're built more like everyday cars that happen to be really fast, and we see sporty.
Well, and also they tell me they're trying to build these cars for more Americans because we're big people. I'm 6'3", and I can comfortably sit in this car. And I can tell you, I have experienced some of the older Ferrari models and other cars in general that I'll just be honest, my head feels like it's through the roof.
What's next after this one? I know you're already thinking of it.
The SF90.
Good.
Yeah, they've been dropping in value considerably. I'll probably pick one up in about 6 months. And but this has been fun. But SF90 has my heart next. So
Awesome. Well, you have a spacious driveway. That's why we also parked our Cadillac here, but you could easily park a couple more cars. I mean, the outside looks really good. Everything is holding up well.
yes, thank goodness.
Good.
Yes,
Good.
it was a Toll Brothers build.
Toll Brothers built.
Yes.
I'm assuming the entire community is built by them.
Correct. Entire community.
Okay. Let's head towards the inside.
Alrighty, let's take a peek here.
Let's do it.
So what we did is you open up this guy here, and then you're greeted with this nice fountain here, which is, in my opinion, I love it. Okay, I don't know how the people feel, but I love this space, and it totally changed the vibe. The builder just had rocks here with a few bushes, which is fine, and then there was a solid door there. By putting this here, it lets in a lot more light, and you kind of have a nice welcoming space into the home.
Sets the tone a little bit. Sound of water is always relaxing, eases your nervous system. So now that you added this feature, do you think it was a good call, or you would have just gone back to the standard?
I love this. I absolutely love it. It was a little less than $40,000, so it was not a small amount, but for what it did for this space overall and to give you kind of something before you get to the front door, I absolutely love it, and I wouldn't have changed it for anything.
Amazing.
All right, so now we'll head in through the front door, and then we're greeted by the tall ceilings, which is something that definitely I've always enjoyed with this home.
Also a lot of windows.
Yes.
Quiet glass door, great light coming in.
Yes.
Great light. And you also have no neighbors on the back. The fact that we had no roads, no other homes, no fence line, meaning it's just your private fence. It's a nice view to look at, and I like that you also see it right off the entry.
By the way, this table over here, this is inspired by Enes. Back when you did a home tour in Hawaii years ago.
I know.
And I love this table, and I ended up buying it for myself. And
I think the company is called Sisyphus Industries.
Yes.
Yeah. So to give you guys context, we shot this property in Hawaii. At the time, it was the most expensive home for sale. They had this table with a magnetic ball, which I'm assuming they have some sort of a magnetic system down below that pushes this ball through the sand pit and creates these really unique patterns.
yes.
Also, we clipped that little section and put it on TikTok. This company has sold so many tables because of that video. They reached out to us and they're like, "Can we do more videos with you because you really helped us put this video, put this table out there." But
Yes.
it's cool. I'm glad that it inspired you to get one.
Yes, and every friend, family member we've ever had in the house since we've had this table, every single one is just fascinated by it, and they just want to watch it. And like, this is one of the coolest things I've ever seen. So we do appreciate you showing us that. And this is what your channel does. You inspire us, and we say, oh my gosh, look at this, and where can we go in life? And something cool like this. This is what your channel has done over the years.
Well,
So
I appreciate that. And I was going to ask, for your new home, has our videos influenced the way you designed it?
100%. I am sparing no expense with that home. From the interior, that's definitely going to be a level up. The exterior, and what we're doing with the exterior of that home, outdoor bars, and we have a space that looks over the whole city on the balcony. We're going to have a full bar up there. It's going to look beautiful, and the choices in regards to stones and woods we're using is so influenced by you. And I could tell you,
that.
yes.
I appreciate that.
This is our living room here. So this is, if you don't know, I have 3 boys, and always wrestling, always having fun. So it's always a good time over here. But this is where we spend the majority of our time. If you're a very close friend, if you're family, you come over here, enjoy it with us.
You get comfortable here.
Yes. This is where we watch football, college football all Saturday, and all that good stuff. 4 games at one time.
And I like the stone wall here. It's a nice feature, it draws your attention towards this section, linear fireplace. And I like that you kept your furnishings very minimal. House is very clean. Just to the point.
I think we might have grown up in, with homes and seen many homes that were very cluttered.
Yeah.
And so I think there's something with the millennial generation where we're like, we don't want that. Because we know our parents and grandparents, they wanted everything they could possibly fit in a house. And for us, it's like, you want more open space. You don't want to clutter. You don't want a million things to clean that are unnecessary. And so
Well said.
we try to balance that throughout the backyard, throughout the interior of the home. Just doing enough.
I mean, you touched on something extremely important, and I would add to this. A lot of the older generation come from lack. So when they had the opportunity to acquire and to get things, to them, it felt like they were just being grateful and they wanted to acquire.
Yes.
Our generation doesn't come from lack. We had everything. We had technology. And I feel like our minds are already cluttered because of the technology and the way we operate.
Yes.
So we want our physical spaces to be open, clean, and minimal. Like, my home is the same way. I just have the right furniture and right accessories and nothing more. There's nothing extra in that house.
I love
and
that.
I kind of feel the same way here, which I really appreciate. And it allows you to use the spaces for their purposes, and you just don't have extra stuff. If you're not utilizing it, you should give it away, donate, or sell it, and live a life where everything in your life has a purpose.
I love that.
And given that you live in Vegas, for the most part, these sliding glass doors are probably open.
Yes. June through August, they're going to be closed constantly. Yes. Anybody that knows and been to Vegas, they know it gets hot here. So, but you look at this. I mean, it's a day in April. We got it open. I've had it open all of March. But every day I wake up, open all those doors, and then you can hear the beautiful fountains at the pool. And then I'll be working. A lot of times I'll work actually here on the couch, or I'll work right over there in that very
I was
last
going to say,
seat
I'm
over there.
familiar with this backdrop with your videos.
Yes, and my next house does have a dedicated office. It's beautiful, and I'm looking forward to it. But I do enjoy just kind of working out here. Not always the most productive with 3 little boys, you know, always wanting to wrestle and play and
You're
talk.
managing a lot.
Yes.
And you post a lot. Given
Yes.
that you make videos about stock market, your videos got to come out quick and you got to be on point.
Oh, yes.
So a lot of times, market would close, bam, you'll see Jeremy's videos an hour or 2 later.
Holy smokers, that ain't no dang
Tesla my Esla.
AMD.
Yes, yeah, always have to get it out because sometimes information could be irrelevant, you know, 2 days later.
2 days
so,
later.
Yeah. So yes, this is the kitchen area. This is where we actually eat as a family.
I like that.
Almost every single meal, breakfast and lunch, everybody eats whatever time. Dinner, we all eat together every single night. There's no iPads, there's no phones. We all eat, we talk, have a good time, talk about our
Properly
days.
interact with each other.
Yes, 100%.
Like
Every single night. There's never a night that we don't do that.
So the fact that this informal dining section is attached to the kitchen is very practical for you and your family.
Yes. And then if we want to do big family holiday, you know, Christmas, Thanksgiving, Easter, we'll have the big dinner here when, you know, the family's over and everything. This seating arrangement might get used 5 times a year total.
Interesting, because given that it's all open one space, I felt like you might have gotten more use out of this. But because you're finding that so practical and easy going, everybody just ends up being there.
Yes.
And you also have a ton of storage on the other side.
Yes.
This is the great thing about these homes in Vegas. You're not lacking space.
No.
You guys have space. Both from a land perspective, and most of these homes are pretty good size. So it's nice that, I mean, look at the amount of cabinetry you have here.
Now the fridge and wine section, that's something I got to say has to be inspired by some of your videos. We wanted to get the nicest fridge we could at that particular time with those wine columns on the other side. It gives a much, I feel like, higher end feel to the space.
It does. The stainless steel is such a timeless material, and also given that they're nicely recessed into the cabinetry properly, makes it look like the whole thing is a more cohesive design. Overall, given the price point, given the square footage, I feel like this is a very on-point kitchen.
But yeah, this is a space we've loved it, we've enjoyed it, and it's been great to us. So.
I also see that you're converting your Nuare.
Yes, I love them. Smell.
You can be honest. If you don't like them, you can say, I did send a couple Nuare candles to Jeremy before, so that he can kind of enjoy them and give you an honest review.
They smell amazing, and you know I actually use them, and it's not just like I put them on today, because you can see how far down the candle is. It's been over halfway used.
And that's the big vessel. That vessel almost burns 100 hours. So you probably burn easily 30 to 40 hours to get it to that point.
Yes. So, they smell amazing. And I like to burn both of them, even though they're different
I know.
scents.
I was going to say, you're kind of mixing.
Yes, but it smells so good when you mix them. So I love it. And I appreciate the fact that the brand used the least ingredients possible.
Yes.
And there's something to be said about that.
Less is more. And you and I were talking about this before we started recording. People have this connotation of what luxury is, you know, these fancy brands with beautiful packaging and all that. But for the most part, when you look at the ingredients of these products, diffusers, soaps, shampoos, candles, really anything, they use so many chemicals. And these chemicals are bad for you. A lot of them are petroleum byproducts. And I feel like when you indulge in the world of luxury, you go through phases. First, you want to get your hands on all of these luxury brands. And I don't like naming brands, but it's like the Tom Fords, the Acqua di Parmas, and Diptychs and all that. But then once you use them for a long period of time, you start seeing some of the side effects. Then you start researching a little bit, understanding that there's a next layer to that in luxury where people are using products that are made with real materials, real ingredients. And that's kind of what inspired me to start this brand, just so I can get my hands on real ingredients, make real products, and allow people to understand that that's just a candle. Well, what about the other products that you're using that has chemicals? So I hope that by using our candles, they're inspired to look at the other things that they're consuming in their life and maybe changing those things for better products. That's why all I have in our candles is essential oils, beeswax, and soy wax. That's it. That's why I was telling you, you can almost use it. You can use it as a moisturizer. I always use it to soften up my hands.
Yes.
That's what inspired. That's why I also wanted to use a clear vessel. You see what's in the candle.
So out here we have the outdoor space and the pool spa. This was a decision I made to build this, and I gotta say this is the best money I ever spent on this home because of my 3 boys. And I for a while there, I wasn't sure I wanted to do it. I was like, you know, how much are we gonna get to use it? We've gotten to use it so much, and by far the best money I've spent. We've had so many great memories in here, so much fun.
The first credit I will give you is the size of the pool. I'm gonna make it controversial if you
Okay.
As you guys know on our channel, we see these oversized pools. Unless you use it all the time, it's a bit of a waste. Pool is essentially a body of water that you go into to cool yourself off and maybe swim a little bit. Now, some people do seek swimming laps and kind of using their pool to work out, but most people use it as a recreational activity. This is actually a great size pool. You got a water feature out of it, you still have your hot tub, you still have your steps, and it's just big enough that it doesn't overcrowd your backyard. So it's not just a pool backyard.
Yeah.
You still have a grass section, but you still have your pool, and you could have easily doubled the size of this pool, but that's double the expense. And I don't know if it's double the value.
Yeah, and in Las Vegas now, there's actually a maximum you can build a pool. So like, let's say I was crazy and I'm like, I want this pool to be the whole backyard. I couldn't even have done that legally.
Really?
Yes, because we're conserving water.
And that's why most of the landscaping you see around here is all drought tolerant. People generally have astroturf. Tell me about this backdrop.
This backdrop, so this mountain is so peaceful. This was something that definitely excited me about the house. It's a very different experience than you can really get many other places. And so I just love like the peace that just that mountain brings. You don't have any neighbors behind you. Every once in a while on that ridge up there, you'll see mountain bikers biking at night with their lights on. Every once in a while you'll see, wild burros, a little family of them just kind of going across there.
So this is accessible and open to public?
Yes, you have to go through like a back way, but you can ride your bike up there, which you'll see sometimes. Every once in a while you get a hiker, very rare. Usually people will ride there, and you get up there, you get views of the whole city.
I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
Like, it's such a cool backdrop. There's just a level of stillness with this property that's very calming.
Thank you. And with the water, it just makes it all flow together.
And you have a good sized backyard. You have a grass section, a little outdoor dining area, a little outdoor park situation going on there.
Yes.
I mean, what else do you need?
Yeah.
You've been a pro Vegas person for a minute.
Yes.
You've been living here for a long time. Do you feel like Vegas is overhyped, or it actually has a lot of great qualities that a lot of surrounding cities actually lack?
I love Vegas. I'm a huge, we moved out here in 2015. Okay. When first time I came to Vegas, we were just on the Strip. Kind of like probably everybody's experience. We stayed at the Rio, my brother, we shared a room. I think I was 19 years old. Next time I came to Vegas, I was 21. At that time, I was with my girlfriend, who's now my wife. Okay. And we visited a friend of my brother's who lived in Henderson in the Green Valley area. And we just were like, this is beautiful. Like, this is gorgeous. And after going over there a few times, I'm like, I think I'm gonna move here someday. So we moved out here in 2015. No state income tax is very, very good for somebody like myself that, can make considerable money in the stock market, right? I don't have to worry about those state income taxes. And then the business environment's good. There's a spirit out here of there's an entrepreneurial spirit out here, I can just say. And if you're a person that wants to start a business, I think Vegas is a great place. I don't know if it's the best place, but I think it's one of the better places you can start a business very easily. And if you have a family, there's so many parks here, especially in Summerlin, Henderson, it's incredible. And then you get the nightlife. So if you want to go have the Strip experience, it's 15, 20 minutes down there. Yeah. So I got nothing but good things to say about Vegas. And the weather, it gets very hot. I grew up in Phoenix, Arizona, Phoenix is even hotter than Vegas. So, for me, it's nothing.
We're gonna take you to Dubai now.
Oh.
You'll feel comfortable.
Yeah, that's another level of heat.
That's another level of heat. Now, I've been watching your content for a minute. I know your personal story. You come from humble beginnings, and it must feel amazing that now you're living in a $3.2 million home, and you're soon moving to even a bigger home. Yeah. Tell me how you got here, and how does it feel to have this lifestyle?
Oh man, it's been a long journey. But 15 years ago, I was working for $8.75 an hour, photo department at Walgreens. And in college, that's how I really got started in the stock market. I came across Warren Buffett clips, but this is back in the early days of YouTube, and just started getting into investing, long-term investing. Built. I got a better job at Quick Trip, and started kind of rising the ranks. And next thing you know, I had 200 grand. I left Quick Trip. That's when we moved out to Vegas. And then I started my real estate marketing company, probably the end of 2015, 2016, my first successful business, built that up, simultaneously was doing YouTube, started just posting on YouTube, and views started getting higher and higher and higher over the years. Now I'm fortunate to have 5 silver play buttons, so it's been
we got a lot of channels.
Yes.
And you have a big community, and you have changed so many lives. And I feel like sometimes successful people on a personal level never get the recognition that they deserve, or maybe don't get the praise, especially from their friends and family. But you have influenced my life so dramatically. I mean, Jeremy probably influences 80% of what I invest on stock market. He does these extensive videos, he'll talk about it, he's very transparent, and you'll literally share what he's investing, and you also keep track and you own up to it. If the company goes down, he will share his thoughts. He won't avoid addressing what's going good or bad.
Yep.
So I really appreciate that. You really changed my perspective, and you really made me a believer in stock market in the sense that it is such a good long-term investment vehicle.
Yes.
And because your videos are so open and straightforward, you really allow people to digest and have their own opinions. They're not super structured. He will literally just shoot a 30-minute video on his iPad and just post it online. So you see it how it is, but I want to thank you for how much you have done for me, and I know you have influenced a lot of people around me, so thank you. You're doing God's work. I always tell you. I
appreciate it.
I really mean it.
I appreciate that so much.
We're shooting this episode in April of 2026. Top 5 favorite stocks to invest right now.
I would say as long as you're focused on long term, Amazon always.
Agreed.
Meta is one I love. Controversial one right now, it's a hated stock, is Nike.
We were literally talking about it earlier. I'm in. So far, you still have me. I agree. I literally invested a big chunk about a few days ago because of their big.
Okay.
Big yep.
Yes. AMD would have to be in that bunch. AMD, okay. And then I'll throw a wild card. A lot of people probably won't know. It's Elf Cosmetics. It's a beauty company. They acquired Hailey Bieber's company last year, called Rode, and high growth company.
Yes, really well managed.
Yes, very well managed. So those would be the 5 I would say.
Those are good picks.
Yes,
those are very good picks. All right, Jeremy, where are we going next?
Okay, next let's go ahead and let's go down to this side of the house where we're going to have my children's rooms, and then also on the side of the house I have where I film a lot of my videos now. Okay, so this space we have the play buttons, which is something I'm proud of, and I have a 5th one on the way for my reaction channel called Jeremy LaFave Makes Money. But the YouTube success, I'm so thankful for everybody that's obviously supported over the years. So this is a great space here. My 11-year-old, he loves to play chess. My 8-year-old as well. They're much more intelligent and advanced than I was as a child. I was definitely not playing high-level chess when I was a kid. So they love to play chess here.
Amazing. And we're going to talk about the Legos as well.
Yes, and Legos. My wife loves Legos. The kids love Legos. And you should see. They already packed a lot of them away for the new house, but you should see the collection they have. It's incredible. Awesome. And let me mention this door. This is a very heavy steel door here. I had this door put in specifically so let's say the boys are being too noisy. I could close this up here, and I could sit down, get some work done. It doesn't do a dang thing. Yeah. I still hear him just as much. So. I spent a lot of money on this big heavy door, and it really never ended up mattering in the end. So
it looks good though.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, so we'll take a quick peek over here. This is my 8-year-old and 4-year-old's room here. Okay. And
cozy.
Yes, just simple.
They got a little Ferrari situation.
Yes.
There. Okay, I see it.
Yes.
It runs in the fountain.
Yes.
I like it.
Yes. So over here we have 2 more rooms.
Got it.
The next one is my 11-year-old's room, which is Enzo, maybe Enzo Ferrari. So this is Enzo's room here. So here is the guest room, but it's also my main filming space here.
That's it, huh?
Yes.
You see who's coming to your property.
Yes.
Keep an eye on things.
Well, I love the plants. I look out here while I'm doing my videos and the plants, and then on the reaction channel I'll be reacting to things, and sometimes somebody will go speeding around like oh look man, somebody in a Lamborghini just went by speeding around, the BMW or whatever. And then my audience gives me a lot of crap from my chair. My chair is it's seen better days. But this chair is the chair I started my first ever successful business in, my real estate marketing business.
Okay.
And I still have it all these years, and I just don't know. It's not even like it's nostalgic to me. It's not like it really matters that much. It's just, I don't know, maybe, I don't know why I haven't gotten a new
Maybe
chair.
you're personally attached to it.
Maybe I am.
You know, my desk in my office is really nicely furnished with all the Zoni furniture, but my desk is the desk that I built with my dad when I was living in Texas almost 13 years ago. I still have the same desk. The glass little section that I cut up, the glass is cracked. There are chippings. I need to repaint it. I will never sell that desk. It has a sentimental value. It has helped me build so many businesses. On that desk, I built and have created so many things. So I get it. I
love it. Yeah.
I'm kind of oddly, weirdly attached to certain things. I have sentimental value.
Okay. And then I'll put my computer up here on a baking and pastry book right here. I put my computer there, phone there, and just record. Boom. There we go. And that's all there is to it. So
I tell people all the time, they will see my channel and they see how big of a team we have. And they're like, what camera I need? Nowadays, authenticity and context is everything. If you have good information to give to people, if you are passionate about something, people won't care what you shoot it with. Like you said, because of the industry that we operate, because we're walking into people's 30, 40, $50 million homes, the way we shoot is almost as our etiquette.
Yeah.
That's why I wear suits, not to prove anything. It's just to show that I'm respectful and I understand what's at stake, what is being given to us, and we live up to that with the way we shoot and with the way I present myself. But ultimately, if you're authentic, if you're passionate, you can shoot it with an iPhone 5. People won't care and people will watch it and people will engage with you. So don't let resources hold you back. If you have the passion, if you have the want, you can do anything.
And it's two things. One, your team's incredible. I've met everybody here. I can see how you guys can be as efficient as you are. Oh my gosh, the amazing team. Two, about the respect thing. That's why I actually I don't usually just wear suit jackets around. Out of respect to you, because you are always so well put together. Obviously, everybody on your channel.
More casual for you this time, but
well, we came to each other a little bit. I said I need to elevate a little bit. So yes.
Thank you.
This is my recording space. The new home has a dedicated office, which I'm looking very forward to recording in the new space.
And also, when you have the new home ready, we got to do a tour, and we also got to sit down and do a proper podcast.
I would love that. 100%.
I'm gonna hold you accountable.
Yes.
Now that we have it on camera.
Yeah.
Okay.
We will do it. We will do it. 100%. The nice thing is we have our area over here. Boys have their side of the house over there. And
also, the single level house.
Yes.
Everything is easy, no staircases, nothing.
Yes. So this is our space here. We have the
Pretty
big
good sized room.
Yes, we have the big cloud chair here. You can just sleep
I feel like
in.
this gets used.
Yeah, my wife I think uses it more than me. She can just curl up there and just sleep and sleep.
Well, also it's nice that you have the pool there. There's a little cool little backdrop.
Yes. And here we have the TV, which I never use. And my wife almost never uses it. We're not the type that it's going to be like, oh, let's go Netflix and chill. Let's just go watch a TV. But my kids use it because the PlayStation's hooked up to it. So they'll come in here and play games and whatnot.
Awesome.
But yeah, the overall space.
Big king size bed.
Yes, RH furniture throughout the property pretty much. And I actually keep these open all the time. I love.
So you're waking up with the day?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes, I love it. And it looks really beautiful. We won't be able to capture it obviously today, but when the sun just first starts heading out, the whole mountain looks orange. It has a very nice orange glow. Yes, and then it comes up more and then it kind of goes to just a normal light look. But when it just first starts coming over, it gives a nice orange glare to the mountain. You know, waking up in bed, it looks beautiful. The fountains will be on. And
also, you're so lucky. No neighbors.
Yes.
Like you can't have it all open. Nobody's looking in. Which is fantastic.
100%. So
amazing.
This is the car wash, I call it. It's the shower.
It's a big shower.
Yes, you come in here. You got the big head here.
Huge.
Yeah. And then you get all clean, and then you come out the other side.
One thing I like is that the towels are within the shower, so you're retaining all of the water in that space. Once you step out, you're fully dry and everything.
True, 100%. So yes, it's a.
And also, like if down the road they want to double up the shower heads and all that, they can easily do it.
And then we did the floating sinks here. Yep, with the lights underneath. So that is very practical, actually. At night, we'll just keep those running lights on.
Yes.
And then you don't have to worry about flipping the lights, when you're all sleepy and trying to turn lights on.
It's just bright enough to
exactly.
You can walk and see what's going on.
Just bright enough. So my wife's makeup area, and then we go to the closet.
There we go.
Which is, my wife, we were in the Louis Vuitton store around Christmas, right? And I'll tell you guys a story. She might be mad I told you this. But she's, pointing out this bag, and she really liked it. And so I took a mental check of that. Yeah. And I went back a few weeks later and ended up buying her. I'll be honest, I don't think she's used it one time since I bought it for her. So for the men at home, like if your woman wants Louis Vuitton something, maybe just save the $3,000, $4,000, whatever. So
it looks good on the shelf.
It looks good on the shelf, I guess. But she'll use these other bags, and I'm waiting. I'm not saying anything, but I'm waiting for her to bust out the pink one at some point. We'll see.
It's a good sized closet.
Yes. Yeah, it does a job.
It gets the job done.
Yes, and my big thing with the closet is I got to keep as much decluttered as possible. I don't want to just have clothes to have clothes.
Yeah.
I constantly go through it. So, and that connects right into the laundry space.
Kind of efficient.
So, yes. And
it's a big laundry, washer, dryer, some storage.
Yes.
Access to the garage.
Yes, access to the garage.
Jeremy, is that it?
Unless you want to see the roof. Yeah, that's about it.
No, I think we got a pretty good tour.
Yes.
All right, I want to ask you a couple more questions. To people out there who may strive for a lifestyle like this, who are beginning their investment journey or starting their new business, what are some of the things you would advise them?
More income than expenses. More income than expenses. Always live under your means. When I bought this house, I'm very fortunate to obviously buy it, right? But I was still living well under my means when I bought it. The next house I just bought that we're, obviously still working on, that house is still very under my means. No matter what level you're at, always have more income than expenses. That way you can consistently invest. And then compounding is your friend as years tick on and the numbers get bigger and bigger. Compounding really starts to, if you have $1 million invested and you get a 10% gain, it's $100,000 versus you have $1,000 invested, a 10% gain is $100, right? So as the numbers get bigger, the compounding really starts to work in your favor. Get started young.
Can you expand on the compounding, because it's such an important point, especially with stock investing, because it's one thing that your stock appreciates, but then there's also dividends. And like you said, as the volume increases, the compounding effect does increase as well. And it's almost this underappreciated quality of stock investing that maybe is not being talked about enough.
Yeah, dividends really come in clutch, especially when you're in a market downturn, because you're making those dividends from great companies every 3 months. That gets paid out to you. And then let's say the market's selling off at that time. No, you could take that dividend money and buy stocks for very cheap prices.
It's almost you're double dipping that investment already right off the spot.
Yes. My first dividend stocks I bought, I might have made a couple bucks from. To give reference, this year I should make tens of thousands of dollars just from dividends, not even from selling stocks, just from dividends across my portfolios throughout my stocks. Warren Buffett makes literally billions of dollars a year just from dividends. He doesn't ever even have to sell a stock. Just from the dividends all his companies pay him out, billions of dollars every year.
Fascinating. If you were to go back and be 21-year-old again, were there anything that you would do differently?
I probably wouldn't change anything, because even the hard stuff you go through, the mistakes you made, whether it be a bad stock or a bad, business partner, whatever it is, right? You have to go through that to take you to the next level. There's no way you have to actually get into action, actually do the things, and then you can grow and become. So even the hard parts of my life I went through that I'm like, man, I could have done this smarter. I wouldn't have changed it, because it's what built me to where I'm at now. And it ultimately is a big stepping stone for learning about how to take things to the next level. And you have to go through it. You have to go through the pain if you want the gain. So
there you go.
Yes.
Any final thoughts?
I just appreciate you. I appreciate you. You're all over the world, and for you to come spend a few hours with me, this means a lot to me.
Well, thank you for opening up the doors of your home to us.
Absolutely.
I know this home has a very sentimental meaning to you. And before you move to your next chapter, I wanted to document this moment. We'll look back years from now and enjoy this video. Second, yes. I think you're doing amazing things and you're helping so many people and you're educating them on how to build their life and their investments. And that's incredible. So I want to share your message and Jeremy's links will be in the description of this video. Check out his content. He was one of the early guys on Tesla when no one believed in Tesla. And beyond, so many other stocks that he has invested. Elf, you were one of the early investors. Palantir. I mean, I'm beating myself that I didn't listen to you when you were raving about Palantir. That's when I really learned. We gotta listen, Jeremy. That was the one that I missed. But my point is, YouTube is allowing people to see that you were raving about them back in the day when no one was believing in these stocks, and now where they are.
Yeah.
So thank you for that. I'm excited to see your new home once it's completed.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to
And
show
I'm
you that
sure
one.
it's going to be amazing for you and your family.
Yes.
And thank you for doing this.
Thank you. I appreciate you. And appreciate your team, a one-on-one team.
Amazing. Thank you.
Thank you.
And while you're also at it, you gotta hit the like button. Well,
Yes.
in Jeremy's case,
Smash
the like button.
Smash it. You got to
Dude,
smash
I
the like button.
never asked. I suck at this. I never asked him to hit the like button. So maybe for this one, please do it. I
Yes.
don't even know if it helps with the algorithm. But
I don't know if it does either.
I think at this point, you're just kind of, it's a habitual thing
Yes,
for you. You
yes.
just gotta say it.
Yes, smash the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Because if you're not subscribed, you might never see another video again. So you got to be subscribed to the
You
channel.
might have missed this video, so
Yeah,
please subscribe.
exactly.